friends, ladies and gentlemen, RC fans. Alvin here behind the camera, and today I'm gonna unbox this new stuff that I bought. This is a beginner's NITRO RC buggy. It's very affordable. It's winter in this side of town, and I just want to contrast the quiet and cool atmosphere with the noisy sound of the engine. So I was thinking I'm gonna try NITRO this time. The electric truck and the cars are very quiet, and I want the revving engine sound, so I bought this very affordable one. Please join me unboxing this HSP NITRO buggy 110 scale model and accessories needed to run this engine. NITRO starter set, which includes the glow plugs igniter, the wrench, the fuel refiller, and some screwdrivers. Alright, firstly let's unbox this accessory. So what we have here is a wrench, set of screwdrivers, the nozzle for the refiller, and that's the refiller bottle. So we're gonna touch this one. Glow plug starter, which contains a battery inside, and we just have to squeeze this one and plug it to the glow plug on the car, and that's the charger for the igniter. Finished with that. Now we're gonna put this one aside, and we're gonna unbox this NITRO buggy by HSP. Okay, so first it comes with a manual, of course, and parts list, and some spacer for the suspension system. And we have here the antenna tube and the binding plug, and the radio manual, and some upgrade accessories included in the manual. A sticker, and then we have a good radio system. Hope you can see that one. It requires 8 batteries though, AA battery. And look at this RC buggy. Isn't it pretty? Isn't it pretty? Nice color. It's I feel like getting bored with the electric car, so I feel like I'm gonna try this NITRO engine buggy. So let's explore this inside. Get a nice canopy color, and look at that. Very nice color chassis plate, a nice colored suspension post, oil chucks. Okay, so it's very exciting now. So what we need to do before we run this nitro buggy, we need to fill the fuel tank, and we use this nitro fuel. This is 20% nitro, I think, with a castor oil, and basically an alcohol content with the nitro and oil to lubricate the engine. So firstly, before we start, we fill the tank. So I put that one aside first. So we open this one. You can see this. We just squeeze this one because the tank is very small anyway. We can squeeze it, and whatever you can get is what you're gonna use there. And put in the tank. So you put the fuel in the tank. Like that. Cover it back and put this one underneath. Okay, now the tank is almost full and this pipe is still empty. We need to put the fuel into this pipe. We prime it, they call it. So to prime it, we hold this exhaust pipe here, block it, and we crank the engine. So here is the pull start cord, and we hold this exhaust pipe and crank it a little bit. You can see those fuels coming inside now. As soon as you pull this one, you can see it. See, now it's full inside. So that's the first thing we need to do. I just have to make sure it's full. Just give it another crank. Yes, it's full already. Now the second thing is to check whether this glow plug igniter has got energy inside. And to do that, this is also good timing to explore this engine. We use the wrench and we detach the glow plug. Just see for yourself and explore this engine. You can detach the glow plug. You can see the glow plug is detached. That's how tiny this glow plug is. Very tiny. And here in the middle is where that very tiny filament like will glow and ignite the fuel. So let's check if this one is working. You just have to connect this to the glow plug igniter, and you can see that one. He's got a glow there. Did you see it? One more time. See? That means this one has got a battery already and this one is working. While the glow plug is off the cylinder head, you might want to explore this one. You might want to see how far you can pull the cord up. So now there's no compression, so it's easier for us to know how much we can pull this cord up. You can see that how long the cord is, but don't over pull it, otherwise you will snap the cord. Again, because of the no compression, because we took the glow plug, so it's now no compression in the engine, so you can tell it's very easy to pull the starter cord. If we put the start cord, you have already an idea. Now we put the glow plug back. As you can see, this glow plug has got a very fine thread. This is a very fine threaded glow plug, so you don't want to wear that thread there. So you put it back very carefully, and only finger torque needed, not the hand torque, just finger torque. Just use your 2 fingers and a little bit turn, and that will seal up the top of the engine, the cylinder head. Okay, so now we explore a little bit. This is the one that helps cool the engine, and this is the one that filters the air coming through to the engine, and that's the exhaust pipe. It's manifold, and inside is the flywheel that keeps the momentum going when the engine is running, and of course the fuel pump. And here on this side, here is the servo that controls the steering system, and we need to add a very good quality to run this servo and also to activate and run the receiver. So I'm running out of words, so let's open this compartment here. You need that, I probably need a bigger, okay. Okay, there's three screws to unlock this battery compartment here, where it houses the battery and the receiver. Okay, so we just have to open this one. Just open it, and you can see here. Here is the receiver. Here's the receiver. That receiver, that port there, these wires here connects to 1, the battery supply, and 2, the servo for the steering, and 3, the servo for the throttle. Okay, so sorry for crossing over the camera. So we put a good battery. Make sure you put a very good quality battery. This one is for demonstration only, so I put this battery here for now. And make sure it's off. Put back the receiver. You might want to reconfigure this one. It doesn't fit here, so I'm going to transfer it to the other side and replace the screw again. Okay, we just leave one screw, should be enough, as long as you don't run it on the muddy puddle. Now we're almost ready to start. So as you can see, again, we put the battery inside to run the steering system and the throttle system and to power the receiver. So now the next thing is we don't want this keep cranking for a long time. You can see this is the carburetor. That's the carburetor here. And I took the air filter. That's the air filter. You want to make sure that there is a gap there. You can see the gap there. About 1 millimeter to 2 millimeter. You can see that gap there. Okay. So when we start the engine, this is a new engine. We have to make that gap bigger, so we don't have to go through cranking so many times. So to make that gap bigger, but before that one, I need to put battery on the receiver. This one needed 8 batteries, so I put 8 batteries here. Okay, so it's got 8 batteries already. Now we power the transmitter, and then this is the throttle knob. You can see here, when we power this one, the throttle is still at the minimum opening. We want to make it bigger as possible. Make the throttle opening bigger. But be ready to adjust the idle speed. Plug the igniter onto the glow plug. Press the car against the table and pull gently. The next thing that you would not want to forget is to put back the air filter, otherwise you will accumulate dust there and destroy the whole engine. Crank it again. Ready to adjust the idle speed. There you go. Just stop the engine. Or you fold the fuel tube. Let me wipe my hands. So it is very important again to replace this air filter. This one will have the air filtered so that you won't wear the moving mechanism inside your engine very quickly. You don't want dust and all those residue from the atmosphere to go into your engine. The next thing you can notice is there is some residue of oil coming through the pipe, which is to me is normal, because that's the one that lubricates the entire engine system, the moving part, the crankshaft, the piston that comes up and down the cylinder, and that's the castor oil residue. You might notice it will also come out from the exhaust pipe. So now open the throttle bigger, press the car against the ground, pull the cord,